What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we want to talk about the ads for AFK Journey. If you've no idea why that could be an interesting topic, let me enlighten you. The ads for AFK Journey are weird. Very, very weird. They apparently, as it seems, hired like another agency for it that does the ads for them with the information that they have, which seems to be limited in a way, and it results in some very, very weird well, creations, we should say. And I want to show you a first one just to give you a taste of it. So this is an ad for AFK Journey, as you can see in the bottom left, and it features Rowan in a game mode that doesn't exist in here, throwing grenades, shooting cannons, and with the main weapon that seems to be some sort of assault rifle, looks like a bit of a Tommy gun maybe, and he's running around in this game mode that just doesn't exist. This in fact is a little bit of an older ad, but it's stuck around in my head just because it is so supremely weird and shows some of the things that you might, well, kind of consider interesting. We have some very, very interesting similarities here. We of course have the main character Rowan, but this kind of stays the same. This character exists in game, of course, has the right picture and everything. And then there are some similarities that I found were even a little bit weirder. Take this for example. When this Rowan is doing damage, it results in physical damage. We see the same numbers that we see in game. The classic red physical damage numbers, so we have similarities on that as well, just with an absolute fake gameplay and a quest to find a donkey apparently, which is, yeah, okay. I mean, I have to have some quest, I guess. If that is how we search for a donkey, well, so be it. So the general problem that people have with something like this is that they say, well, AFK Journey is a great game. And I mean, I can get it. We now have game modes like the Homestead, which looks absolutely cool and should enable somebody to make some very nice ads and show off some great cities maybe, and show off what you can do now that you can meet your friends here, that you can fight invasions, some cool gameplay. I mean, we also have the world in general, which is also always made in a very nice way. We have like the entire cities here, which look absolutely gorgeous. We have great quests with great cutscenes. All of that should result in some very, very valid ads, and some ads that make players want to play this game. And still, the focus seems to be around other topics, around topics that are, well, kind of underrepresenting the value of this game and put it more in line with some of the trashy games you see that represent some fake gameplay and only trying to lure you into the game maybe once, only for you to realize that there is no such gameplay in there. And to give you a little bit of the history for it, I prepared a bunch of ads that we kind of can take a look at. I tried to find some weird ones. I tried to also relate to the general topics that AFK Journey has put on their ads, because always those ad campaigns seem to follow some kind of route that you can see. Some patterns emerge that you can kind of recognize, and I want to show you some of the patterns that I've seen in the past. Granted, I have not collected all the ads throughout the time. We are going to take a look at some specific ones that stuck in my mind, and then we are going to take a look at the currently running ones, because you can actually see all of the ads that AFK Journey has put on Facebook at the moment. And I've gone ahead and I've analyzed them, and I've taken a look at some specific ones that I want to point out, because I thought, well, there are some good ones now, and there are some very weird ones, and this is all like mangled together, and I want to show this to you guys. So let's start off with the first ad. So maybe before we do that, one last pointer. Those ads often get posted on Reddit. This is a real discussion point in the community. It is not something that is very rare. You can see this was posted a year ago. This was one of the earliest ads for AFK Journey actually. Who have gave Rowan grenades and a gun, and people vividly discussed this. And you can find like half the ads they probably ever posted on Reddit. Somebody posted and said, look at that, that is so weird. And I don't know if this is in general what they want to achieve with it. Because just by searching ad in the official AFK Journey Discord, you find stuff like that. Wild fake ad, so about that ad. What the actual F is this ad? Funniest ad I've seen yet. Merlin with a gun, you can already see some of those that we are going to take a look at. Ads are getting out of control. What even is this ad? Fake ad, and all of those. Look at those likes, those upvotes, like 618 upvotes, 243 upvotes, and those people are not upvoting them because they like those ads and think that's a great thing. It's just that they upvote is because it is so absolutely weird. Okay, our next example, well, partly features wrong gameplay, partly is just very weird. You're going to see for yourself.
But we've got one condition.
Go on, I'm listening.
Swap him out, and our buddy here will join. He's already at level 500.
Ha! You have no idea what my freezing force can do.
Wait, he's max level?
And he has freezing force?
Forget it. I'll solo this instance myself.
So for the first part, we really see the same structure that they always put on those little, well, a little bit lamer ads. Oh, I'm level 150, no, he's level 180, and suddenly one person emerges that is way higher level than everybody else, which in this case is Lawson, once he activates his freezing force, coming out as level 999. This ad is, well, it probably exists for every single game that does it through such agencies. They always put like different spin on it. AFK Journey has probably 20 different versions of it. And then we go over into similar fake gameplay as we saw in the Rowan one, doing, by the way, interestingly enough, magic, true and physical damage at the same time, with the same little symbols that we saw in game though. So they had that info, they put this on a different point there, created an entirely different game. We often see those kinds of gameplay there, and you can see, well, we can kind of adjust our heroes here, and it continues with the boss fight of a boss, I think, that doesn't really exist in game. We see some animations, and then it all ends with a very, very sad Google Play Best Game of 2024 iPhone Game of the Year. And this is all very funny actually to me, because if you are the best game of 2024, if you have such a great game, and I mean arguably the Echoes of Descent story that we see there, this is from, was great. It had so many great scenes with Cryonaya and everything, way enough to make an ad. And the ad that they released for his is this slop here that, well, is really not worth showing again. And as you can see, they have many versions of this fake gameplay. It always looks fairly similar. Designed to show us a game that is really doesn't exist. And then you find those similarities. You find the frost boss called, which is here called Snow, the frog boss called, which is called Snow Peak Baron over here. Which is then so weird that this is then put together. So like it's a semi-right fake gameplay. And then you have this spending, oh, now this team got stronger with Parisa. It always falls down to the same patterns that you see for many games, just adjusted a little bit for AFK Journey. So ads like this really build, like, I would say, the foundation of what they do. A ton of fake gameplay is pumped out, completely ignoring the real gameplay that is in the game and the real things that they have, undermining what is actually there and what would be advertisable, like a great story or something like this. And maybe interesting gameplay, clash runs or something. If you made it good and if you feel like you designed a great game mode, advertising it can't be wrong, right? Because if you want us to play it and it is interesting to play, then you can advertise it. But no, the advertisement always revolves around something like this. So this is something that existed a while ago. And then we kind of come to a different point. This was one ad that stood out a little bit, and I want to show you why. And I think Redditor has made great job showing this. So this video was posted by Farward. One references a battle that was shown in one of the ads for AFK Journey, and I remember well that this ad stood out to me. It seemed like pretty high quality because I thought this is a pretty cool fight. And what he showed, shown here in this video, is that this entire fight is basically stolen, because you can see at the bottom that there is the same choreography, the same combo essentially, from Devil May Cry. There is a specific Devil May Cry video where somebody made this combo and has shown this to the people. And this video, by the way, is called Devil May Cry 5 Virgil Motivated Combo. It has 4.5 million views, I believe, and it is the same combination that we see in the bottom right on the ad. And he put this together, and you can see that this is like Yeah, exactly the same. Basically, it's a little bit cut off, sadly, but I guess you can see the point. There are really the same combinations and the same moves in there. So this was just taken by the agency, put together with AFK Journey. There is, of course, again, it is fake gameplay because this gameplay doesn't exist. Merlin will never go ahead and attack anybody with a sword, despite having one. The same sword doesn't even exist in the game, and it was just taken because it is a cool and very popular scene from Devil May Cry. This mispronunciation, my god, Devil May Cry. And that is why they put it in the ad. And people quickly found out by the poster forward and, well, weren't very happy with it. And people went to the comments and were, of course, like tagging the AFK Journey support account. And I can tell you, on those ad-related things, I have yet to find an answer from the AFK Journey support. They seem to just be silent about this entire topic. There is also no statement whatsoever about this entire thing. So next up, we have a different area of ads. From fake gameplay, we now come to, well, sexualized ads. With, well, fake skins, you can say. It's quite often something like this, where you can some skins shown for Lenya, which I don't doubt they would sell well if you put them in the shop. By the way, this is a huge opportunity for you guys. But those, of course, don't exist in the game, are heavily sexualized. There are multiple examples of this, and this is kind of an interesting topic. Because they don't usually like sexualized context or sexualized context around those heroes. In fact, in-game you get quite quickly banned or your stuff gets removed if you go too far in the hero screen in your profile. If you do some naughty stuff there, you will quickly get banned. And I even have an example for that. So this was a post sadly deleted by a guy that was surprised that he got, well, not banned, he got a message in-game that told him, well, your profile was reset or something like this because of the sexual contact in there, and that this was not allowed. And he wasn't very happy about this. He vented a little bit on Reddit. People in general weren't happy because they say, well, we kind of don't want that in-game, and you should know for yourself. The picture in question was this. I mean, okay, yeah, should this be in game? Debatable is a topic that I don't want to open. I just want to say AFK Journey going ahead and telling this guy to change his profile and resetting his profile and everything for this kind of shows that they don't want this sexual content in game. And still, nonetheless, it is heavily represented in their ads, and at least used to be to an even greater extent, which I'm going to show you. Because the last time I complained to them about this topic, those were the pictures that they had as ads on Facebook. So, for example, this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, and I had to, I had a lot of examples for this actually. I couldn't show you all of them because I'm pretty sure that this video would get removed by YouTube if I showed you the more the more nude ones, I should say. And this is something that is crazy to me. So on the one hand, they don't want sexual content in game. They actively go against it. And on the other hand, it makes quite a heavy part of their ads, which is to me an absolute madness and something that they should look into. Because if your company policy on the one hand is, hey, we don't really want to have a sexual content, then you can't use it as for your ads, because that just doesn't make sense to you. That doesn't give you the right look on the outside and doesn't give you the right look in the ads. And I have to say, in some of the ads that we're going to take a look at, because we're going to the last part of the video now, the currently running ads, I noticed that they have gone into a bit of another direction in this. So if you don't know, for Facebook, you can actually see every single ad that a company has running at the moment. There are 48 ads for AFK Journey right now. You can see there are separate pages though for several countries, some of them with different strategies and different ads. Specifically, this one is for Germany. The page is also in German. I apologize for that. Didn't find a button to actually change the language, but I'm going to explain it to you guys. There are some EU transparency laws that require them to actually show who paid for an ad, how long it is running, when it was started, and everything. So we can see which ads, which videos and everything they have running, and what is the currently ongoing strategy for them. So the currently ongoing ad that they have with different videos has a sentence: got 2 minutes on the toilet, boom, 1000 summons, legendary loot secured. So this is their current advertising sentence, and I have to say, from the people that discussed it in the community, this one wasn't really appreciated, because in general people feel like AFK Journey is a higher quality game than most other games, that it has like an interesting system with the homestead, that it has a high quality story, and making it the 2 minute on the toilet game isn't really right. It's also not right from like the promise that comes with it, that you just need 2 minutes on the toilet, you get huge loot, and then you are done with it. Especially with like the current Clash Fronts update and everything, you spend quite a lot longer in game than that. And then of course you have all of those with different videos, which by the way we can all watch. I'm going to do this without sound, because, well, I hope it's that this is not copyrighted or something. You can see this has absolutely nothing to do with AFK Journey. I guess they wanted something kind of homestead, kind of farm related. But yeah, got as a result like a little bit of a comic maybe that has nothing to do with the actual game at all. And still, this is one of many ads that they have running like this. So here's another one, just as an example. We can see, well, you can kind of understand where the idea came from. Homestead with the little bubbles and everything, of course, but not even with in-game stuff. I would reckon this is AI generated as well. Survival 2025, super fun. Art 2025, beautiful picture. And I have no idea why you would even pay for such a thing. Like, honestly, an in-game recording that you can do in 2 seconds would have a better effect than those pictures right here. And just to point this out, those were the 2 videos that we watched, the first and the third one. You can see the second and the fourth one here seem to be very similar style. Both of those were started today on the 29th of August, and they are active now for 3 hours. So we are very, very up to date with it. They are on Facebook, Instagram, on Audience Network, no idea what that is, and on Messenger even. And all of those are paid by Lilith Games, which, by the way, we can take a look at if you guys want. You can always like see all of the info here, and this is paid by Lilith Technologies Hong Kong Limited. So also those are all the active ads. I don't know if anybody actually watches it. I don't know if anybody at Lilith Games said, okay, oh, that is a great ad, we definitely have to run it, or if it's just like completely outsourced. I would assume it is outsourced. It is not too great. And of course, they have very big variety actually of ads. Some still a little bit sexualized, but some also with like a little bit of censorship. For example, we have this one censoring Bonnie here, and those are actually kind of cool. They're showing like some of those little statues, figurines. Here in this example for Bonnie, they have one for Viperian Gather as well. I wonder if they are going to sell those. I reckon some of the people really want to have those. Don't know if this works like as an ad for a game, can't really say. If some of you guys have like a little bit of a background in this area, you can tell me, but I just thought that those figures were kind of cool, and I wanted to show you also that they were censored here in this one. So if nothing else, at least this part of like over-sexualized ads seems to have gotten through them, and they have taken action in that regard. We find, for example, this ad here running since 12th of August with a picture like the ones we've seen before, where we had the ones with Mirael. But now we find that this one has also been censored here with an AFK Journey logo, and shows some skills of Bonnie, and that you can get 1000 free summons. So this one doesn't seem to be any longer on this sexual side of ads, so they have cut back on this quite a bit. Still, there are some ads that just in general feel weird to me. We have this one here, for example, and let's take a look at this first. So this one starts well, like with different areas, and it says Sacred Summit unlocks at level 20. And if we continue, this ad goes through multiple areas, each associated with a different level. Borderland Zone unlocks at level 40, going to the first season actually here of AFK Journey, which didn't unlock at level 40, of course. Snow Whale Hills unlocking at level 60 from the Echoes of Descent marketplace that we can see here in the background. Warsong Camp actually back to the first season again. That is the Western the western city that we find in the first season. Then we have Whispering Fen, which is, of course, Waves of Intrigue, the main city that I still find is one of the most beautiful areas. It was one of the most interesting places, one of the places where I just saw the trailer and wanted to see it. And basically, this is the entire ad showing us the different areas, and each with this weird unlocks at level 20, which I just don't understand. I just don't understand why they have to do this mix of we have the beautiful areas right here. I think this is a very good part, actually, showing off the areas of the game, showing that they have some very beautiful sites there that you could explore, of course, but then combining it with like this weird text and unlocks at level 20, also is like, of course, a very low effort ad. We have to kind of say that. And I think, well, this is kind of really a weird one, and didn't really understand why they have to mix the fake info with like the really good gameplay here. But at least it includes gameplay. It includes real gameplay. So I guess it won't be disappointing because of you can at least visit those places. Coming to our last ad for today, this one I want to point out as like a positive example, because I was even confused by this ad, not because it is bad in any way, but because it actually isn't. Really, it is probably the best ad for this game that I could find, and I'm praising it here a lot, which, I mean, it is fairly standard still. So
Here
this one we are
right
going to
now,
watch with sound.
Into our Pandora's box I'll hold the Pandora's box.
So they have a summoning
and
video
see
here
if we
with a
got
girl that is in a Pandora
Manifesting
cosplay. Actually, a
for
cool
Pandora.
cosplay. I don't know her, have to say. I don't know her. She's famous or something, then let me know.
Got her intent
But she's
box.
actually summoning for Pandora, which is a new hero in a Pandora cosplay.
We got
And
it.
has a fake triple pull. That is a fake triple pull, ladies and gentlemen. I claim fake on that one, because you will never get this combination. If you get like a double pull, it's always this one and this one. And the third one, I believe, is always here. Though I could be wrong on that one, because I get triple pulls rather rarely. So a quick check on one of my videos will always look like this. You can see a triple Rainier pull from one of my earliest Stargaze summons, where I didn't even really know that this was super special. Just got the triple Rainier pull, that was fun. And of course the point really is we have genuine gameplay here, we have a little bit of effort there with the Pandora cosplay, which I think is fairly cool. No idea, we're showing a character off here. She says that the character is super strong and that you can go in game, and we get like our 1003 summons, which by the way, the fun fact about this, the 1003 summons, they explained this once, is like what you can average get in a season within like a certain amount of time. So it's not like you missed a code or something with a ton of free summons. Yeah, so this is an up-to-date ad. This is an ad that is currently out and that I actually think is rather good. It shows off the genuine gameplay. It has some effort into it. I don't think this is a bad ad at all. So what can we conclude? Well, AFK Journey overall is still focusing not enough on their actual strengths, on the stuff that is actually good in the game. People really enjoy Homestead. I think there are many people that would enjoy it too, and I think if you are going to go ahead and advertise something like this, it can work. And the gameplay too. People are very positive at the moment about AFK Journey, so advertising in this direction is, in my opinion, also still the way to go. And people don't feel deceived when they see actual gameplay in the ads, join the game, and then find out, well, I actually can play this here. It always feels rather trashy if you have like this fake gameplay. You won't capture long-term players or won't get long-term players by showing off fake gameplay in any similar way. And there are still fake ads in there, even still in the active ones, there are a lot of those fake ads. The step to cut back on the sexualized ads, I think it's very good. The current, well, advertisement sentence with the toilet game is something that I think is just like below the value of this game and should be reconsidered. It is really not a 2-minute toilet game at all. Game modes like Clash Royale require a ton of time. The guild gameplay, battle druids, we have battle druids and Clash Royale at the same time. With Ravage Realm coming up and the Zenny raid up, you kind of have to have time for that. That is not a 2-minute game at all, and thus I would say you kind of have to reconsider this advertisement and take another look at it. But I hope you enjoyed our little tour throughout the advertisement of AFK Journey. If you have one ad that you had specifically in mind that should have been in this video and I maybe forgot, let me know down in the comments. Other than that, of course, shout out to our sponsor Lootbar. Lootbar doesn't have an advertisement problem because they are in my video, which is the best place to advertise, of course. And you can buy the cheapest dragon crystals for AFK Journey right here. I always go through the lock-in top-up because that gives you the best price. And if you go through the link down in the description, you will get some discount coupons that will make your purchases even cheaper. At the moment, I think there is even a little bit of an ad campaign running. Right here, the Lootbar AFK Journey giveaway event is still running, I think, for 2 days. And you can even win a free premium gazette or a discount coupon. So if you want to have some more discount coupon or free premium gazette, I will link that down for you too, so that you can get this as well. And with that, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And other than that, I wish you a great day. I'll see us in the next one.